What up, what up, what up? What up? OPEX again. I have another video for you. I have a subscriber named Pocono Rudy. Sorry, I had to think about that. Pocono Rudy asks me, OPEX, how do you save money when you're out on the road? Let's dive into it, shall we? Just got my coffee. It's gonna be a beautiful day. It's a sunny day. Beautiful, beautiful. As you can see, short sleeves, hippie shirt. Yeah, buddy, it's gonna be a good day. So awkward, man. All right, so let me have a sip of coffee and let me evaluate what I want to talk about. Oh, it's so good. I love my first coffee of the morning. It's my favorite. All right, how do I save money out on the road? Now, I assume this question came because in a previous video, relatively recent, I said that I've been saving up money for my plan to purchase my own vehicle. And my plan was to save $10,000 a month. I mean, not a month, every 3 months to save $10,000. Do that, you know, for a whole year, that's $40,000. Do it for another half year, that's $60,000. And that's what I wanted as my goal, my minimum goal before I get into my own authority. $60,000. A lot of people aren't willing to save that, but I am. So he asks me, how the hell do you save that kind of money? Pretty much. That's how I look at it. And I'd love to go through every detail. One, I've learned a long time ago, don't start buying shit. If you want to save, you don't buy shit, right? Well, before I was a truck driver. So if you want to save, don't start buying things. Don't go into a deeper cell phone plan. Don't buy a brand new car. Don't have payments. If you get an apartment, you know, share it with someone. So I'm cutting down my costs. When I moved to Rochester in June, I put it into my mindset that I'm going to be driving. So I'm not going to need an apartment full time where I'm paying full for an apartment, all the RG&E, gas, electric. RG&E is Rochester Gas and Electric, but most people don't have to deal with RG&E, but gas and electric bills. And I would want to have another person pitching in where it's mutual beneficial. It's mutual because I'm not going to be at the apartment very often. So I got a 2-bedroom apartment that I did a lot of research on. Lots and lots and lots of research on. You know, I did tons of research. I went to tons of apartments. I've been denied from apartments. I've been accepted for apartments. The whole nine. I found a deal that was in a great area for $700 a month for a 2-bedroom. Obviously, you would pay utilities and internet and shit after that. Water, everything, right? On top of that $700. So I have a buddy that went through not a divorce, but him and his baby mom broke up. Baby mom got the kid, and he was kind of shit out of luck. And I was like, dude, let's make this mutual, man. You can cut your spending in half, and me too. I'm only going to be there 1 day a week, or maybe a day and a half on a good week, right? So the majority of the week, I'm out here on the road. I'm grinding. Give you another example of me grinding. This week, 4,000 miles. Got to do it while them e-logs aren't mandated yet. 2 weeks. So make as much money as I can now. 4,000 miles this week. So in 6 days, 4,000 miles. Come home for a day. I'm saving pretty good money. So 350 bucks on that. I spend $200 on my car. Yes, I'm still making payments on my car. So that's $400, another 100, not even, you know, 80 bucks for RG or insurance. Then I pay half the utilities. So let's say that's another 100 bucks. Let's just say altogether I'm spending $600 and all of my expenditure that are bill related. $600 a month, right? Now, if I'm making minimally about $1,500 a week, you know, minimally, you know, this week's going to be a $2,000 week. You know, but if I make $1,500, times that by 4, that's $6,000 a month, right? And if I'm spending $600 on bills, we can drop that down to about $5,400, let's just say. Now let's say, how much am I spending on food? Let's just say another $600 on food, water, shit like that, right? Extra expendages, we'll just say another $600. Well, I'm saving $4,800 a month. Now, if I want to spend on new shoes and all shit like that, which I'm going to get into in a second, I can do that as well and still make a lot of money to save, right? And this is where I put my life. Everything cheap. My expendages are cheap. What I'm saving is a lot. Because I have dreams and goals. Now, I buy shoes once a year. I buy toothpaste in bundle packages to save me like $5 for 5 or some shit, right? I'll buy everything that I have in one thing, and it'll last me all year. All my Q-tips, all my fucking everything. Toothbrushes, I use body wash because I don't like the truck stop shower stuff because it doesn't really work and it has a weird smell. But I use body wash, but I'll do this all in packs. And they're usually organic, so they're a little bit more expensive, so it's better to do them in packs anyways. Toilet paper, buy the fucking huge fucking thing of it. Don't just buy individual $1 or $2 toilet paper rolls. Buy the whole fucking thing. Then when you are hurting for money, let's say, if it ever happens, if you're hurting for money, you have these things. Alright, so it's just smart for me to live a lifestyle as if I was poor, because I'm going to save money. Now, the difference between a rich person and a poor person is the poor person tries to live like a rich person. I don't do this. So therefore, like I said, my overhead is low. Now, we established at $4,800 a month, pretty much, let's say. Of course, like I said, I make even more money than that a lot of the time. Well, what's going to happen to all this chunk of money over and over and over again? My bank account's going... So, September, I don't know, first week or September 7th or maybe September 10th, I started this current job. When I started this current job, I had $0 in my bank account. I borrowed money from my stepdad. I borrowed $300. I said, hey, I'm going to get you back next week or as soon as I get paid. Just to last me out on the road in the whole night. I literally went down to my last dollar and had to borrow money. So I was in debt $300. You know, to make sure I paid all my bills and I had food for that week. Now, negative $300, September 10th. 2 months. November 10th. I saved up $8,000. 2 months. November 10th, I looked at my thing. I cashed, I think, 7 paychecks. I had $8,000 in my account. And then I started to get the things I needed, you know, spend money here and there, like shoes and new truck stop glasses, you know, small things, right? But they add up. I wanted new clothes because of whatever reason. I bought things, right? But in less than 2 months, I saved up $8,000. So I think I'm coming up with something here of how you can save money. Keep your overhead low. You don't have to live a rich lifestyle. If you're going to be home for, let's say you're over the road for 3 weeks at a time, just to be home for 3 days, well, you don't have to buy internet, right? That saves you $50 a month there. You don't have to buy an apartment for yourself. In fact, my suggestion for you is the same thing I did when I was at my 6-month mark of my first job. First job, I had an apartment, I was paying it, and I was going under all the time. So, rookie driver, in debt. That was me. First 6 months, I had nothing. I always paid for my apartment that I saw for a few days a month. which when I first started, I was going out for 4 weeks to get 4 days off. And I was like, this is not worth it. I terminated my lease early. After 6 months, I was like, I'm terminating my lease. And I put all my stuff in storage. So I went from, I don't know, $800 in spending for this to make sure my stuff is safe, pretty much. $800 to $100. In fact, less than $100 a month. So it saved me $700 a month. When I was a rookie driver, that helped me tremendously. Tremendously. Now, do I think that you might... Okay, first off, you might live in California or New York City. You can't get apartments for $700 for a 2-bedroom. It ain't happening, right? But in your area, you can find something, if you do the research and you take your time, an apartment or something like this to be cheaper, and then move in with somebody. Make sure this person's reliable. Like, I know my roommate for since high school, to be completely honest. I think since my buddy was in junior high. He's like 2 years younger than me. So I've known him for a while. And he had a situation, I had a situation, it benefited us. I saved, I don't know, just to even room with him. I know that he's going to be washing the dishes and doing all the shit, you know, cleaning up, sweeping and mopping, shit like that. You know, I know that's happening. I know that the place is taken care of. I know he's paying half of the internet bill, half of the utilities, half of the rent. That saves me $400, $450 just having that. $450, it's not going to make or break me, but add that up. 12 months, let's just say $500 times 12. That's $6,000 that year I saved. You know, that could be going towards my insurance and my down payment on whatever, right? That could be going to anything that I want. Obviously, if you know my plan, you know it's going to my own authority, my own truck and trailer. So just little things like that, I do. Save you $6,000 a year. Buy your stuff in bundle packs and don't buy clothes every fucking 6 months. You know? To be completely honest with you, I live a lifestyle where I'm wearing the same clothes. Some of my clothes are the same clothes I wore 12, 13 years ago when I graduated high school. Seriously. Some of my clothes I still use from back then. Why? Because it saves me money. Yeah, if I have all these clothes, why do I have to spend more money? Why? You should look at your lifestyle like this. Do you have a pair of glasses? Sunglasses? Check. You don't need another one. How many pairs of shoes do you have? One? Check. That's all you need. Sorry, I love helicopters, seeing them float by. So if I'm staring up there, it's because of something in the sky. It's not a UFO. It's just a helicopter. Calm down, guys. Oh. So, I have a lot of suggestions for you. Obviously, I make it look very easy when I say I'm saving this money. $8,000 in 2 months. You know, $8,000 times 6 is $4,200. Or no, $4,800. Alright? $4,800. So, you know, if I do that times another 8, 16, 24, another 24 grand I'll save. Now, if I keep this going, which of course I'm going to be making raises, but I'm also losing out on being able to work these miles because of the e-logs. So how I save money is pretty damn simple. I hope you understand what I'm getting at. Very simple and to understand video, very short video. I could have said this in like 5 words. You know, don't spend your fucking money. Just don't do it. Stop buying the truck stop food, you know, save here and there. If you're spending $10 a fucking meal and you're doing that 3 times a day, that's $30 right there that you're spending on food, truck stop food, which is terrible for you. I don't suggest it. It's expensive because it's at a truck stop. You know, if you brought your own food, you know, just deli ham and bread and just eat that. You know, nothing in your life has to be luxurious. Just do whatever it takes to sustain you. That's pretty much it. Get as much nutrients as possible. I spend about $20 a day. I spend about 3 of these large cups of coffee. I drink 2 of those naked drinks, those smoothies I told you guys about. 1 of these every day or 2, you know, just a drink, and if I'm out on the road, brush my teeth with, need some water, shit like that, and then have a small meal. That's me, and I hope you guys can see this. Coupons, Subway, get your sub even $3 cheaper or whatever, right? So I do these things. Do I have money? Yes. Do I have to spend it? No, you don't. So that's like the bottom line. Do whatever it takes. Just cut your shit that you're spending. Cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it. When I was in Florida and I moved to New York, I had Progressive for my insurance. I was paying like $100 a month on insurance. Make it to New York, I did another separate plan through New York to save me $30 more a month. So I'm only paying $70 for my insurance. I'm doing these things. The reason I'm doing these tiny little things is because they add up. They add up. Just lower the cost of everything, right? Just lower the cost of everything you have. If you eat at $30 a day, try to cut that to 10. That's saving you $20 a day. Times that by, let's say, 300 days a year you're over the road. 300 days times 20, come on. Yeah, $6,000. You can save yourself $6,000 right there. Just cutting your shit from $30 of food a day to 10. So, just things to think about. These little things add up. And the less overhead, the better. I don't suggest buying a car. In fact, I suggest you selling your car. Sell your house if you have a house. So that's pretty much it. Save money however you can, and trust me, it adds up. I don't make a fucking $1 million a year, but I can save up pretty damn good money. You know, $8,000 in 2 months. 3 months I'm at $12,000. 4 months I'm at $16,000. And this isn't even trying for me. This is normal. I've been broke. I've been out on the streets. I've been couch surfing. I've been that guy. I've been trying to hustle crack on the streets. I used to be that guy. I know what I need to survive. I know you don't need to eat 3 meals a day. I know that you don't need to eat even every day. You don't need to. You can survive on a few meals a month. Try to work yourself into a fast. Go on to an intermittent fasting diet where you're not eating for 18 hours a day. Let's say 7 o'clock at night, you stop eating. 7 o'clock at night, you stop eating, and then you go to 1 p.m. or something like that the next day. Then you can eat from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. Something like that. If you start something like that, you're not only going to feel better and be much healthier and lose weight, and just your body is back to normal, to par, where it should be, you're saving money. I mean, these little things work. So think to yourself, how can I save money? Oh shit, look at this bill that comes every month. Do you need to spend $120 on a Verizon bill? No. Go get yourself a fucking flip phone, or if you need your fucking smartphone, go to Straight Talk or one of those things, right? Where you still get your Android or device or whatever, and you're only paying $30 a month. Save you $90 right there every fucking month. $90 a month, times that by 12. I mean, little things like that you can save. And you don't have to live your life to be luxurious just because you live in a first world country. You know, live a poor lifestyle. It might not impress all the females, but you're going to be saving money. And once you make it to the next level, you buy your own truck and trailer, and you get your own authority, and you're starting to make money after a few months. Ball if you want. You've already made it. You've made it to that point where you don't need to save up for your second truck yet. Start balling then. If you want. Buy your fucking Cadillac Escalade with cash. Do it. No one's stopping you. And, ball if you want. You only live once. But if you want to learn how to save money, live a poor lifestyle. If you find Q-tips that, the 300 pack for $10, and that's the one you like, well, there's the 300 pack for $2. Save money. It's the same shit. Alright, that's enough for this video before it takes forever. I could have stopped this 20 minutes ago, probably. But that's my take on how do you save money. Stay tuned for my next video. A lot more coming soon. See ya.